Montalvo. And coach is Royce Castro. Team owner is Coach Consi, Elvis Tolentino, and JC Lim. Officiating the small game, crew chief Marloy Bartigo, number 1.
Our starters for our 6th and final match of the day for the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters is Manzanares, Solentino, Mariano, Escalante, and Gaba. While for the generals of Nueva Ecija, you got Cabanero, Kawamoto, Ratuiste, Cruz, and Santos. Magandang gabi po mga kaliga at lalo na sa ating mga kabayan sa Marikina. Thank you for hosting us. This is the final game of the day. And you got Eman Capiles still alongside Renzo Navarro. And like I said, Renzo, yun nga, totoo ba? Ito na ang huli? Parang kulang pa. In the meantime, yes.
Kahit mga 3 games pa siguro.
Oo, pwede pa. No? In the meantime, yes, we are in the 18 and under division. It is still the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters versus the Nueva Ecija The Generals. And that is the familiar Nueva Ecija The Generals that I know. Yung mga ganong klaseng play, what a rejection there.
But once again, the Generals 3-on-1 situation, no? Same problem during the first few games with the younger ones, but you see a 3-pointer para dito sa Marikina.
That's right. And right back at ya, says Nueva Ecija, as nasagot kagad yun ni Lance Ratuiste. Oh wow, it is a 3-point shootout here over at the Marikina Sports Center.
Well, Mariano answering on the other end with his own version of a 3-pointer, and this time the Generals attacking that shaded area, dropping off to his big guy at the last second, pero na-foul dun.
As we take a look at that last shot by Mariano. At ito naman yung last play. Oh, right, that was the 3-point bomb na sunod-sunod galing dito sa dalawang koponan. Sobrang daming pinakawalan na tres na hindi naka-update tuloy itong ating live stats. Hindi na nakasunod.
Kinaya, hindi kinaya ng live stats yung bilis ng pace na itong game na to.
Mas bilis yung mga pasok ng tres kaysa sa internet. In the meantime, our score at the moment is 6-4 with the home team up by 2. But when I said earlier that this is the Nueva Ecija The Generals that I'm familiar with after that big time Kawamoto SWAT, no, sa Pocket League from last year and even this from last season and even this season, some of the players here for the Generals are also playing in the Pocket Tournament. Nandiyan na si John Lord Cruz, and I believe this guy, number 17, di siya nakasulat, pero I know that Cabanero.
Yeah, this is Cabanero.
Right.
I think he had the younger brother kanina,
right.
No? Itong si Cabanero.
John Lord Cruz, Anuel Cabanero, and even Kawamoto. I've seen them play in the Pocket League for the Generals as well. What a spin. All the way with one hand. Offhand, never touching the ball, no.
What about Mariano? That's his 5th point in this game after that 3-pointer. A nice move, finishing with his right hand. But what a find by Cabanero, that behind-the-back pass to his big guy.
And that elicited oohs as well from the home crowd pa, no?
Kaya medyo pigil kaya hulang
Walang mababang In the meantime, nothing there for Marikina. Ratuiste directing traffic from for the Generals. Here is Kawamoto going all the way. That will not bounce in.
Nice move for Kawamoto, but wasn't able to finish that layup. But this time, Mariano just staying aggressive, attacking that defense once again.
Right. See it once again, that outstanding move by Mariano. And tama nga ako, hindi dumikit yung kaliwang kamay niya sa bola. No?
And right after that, that behind the back pass by Cabanero. But first making the defense commit to his layup. Pero at the last second, dropping it off to his big man.
Second free throw is good for Mariano. Close game na naman po tayo dito sa simula between these two squads. Oh, John Lord Cruz, well defended that time. Usually, sagasa na yun para kay John Lord, no? But yeah, good defensive play there by Escalante. Though tit for tat, nabawi kagad ng the Generals ang bola. Here is Cabanero to John Lord. The push from the middle won't fall for Santos.
Well, itong guards ng the Generals, they've been very successful attacking that shaded area. Talking about itong si Cabanero, he can easily break down his defender. It's just a matter of his big guys finishing naman yung kanyang mga assist.
That's right. Though, I'm sure mapupulsoan na rin yan maya-maya nila John Lord, no? In the meantime, yun, galing na sa labas. Oh, skying high but timing it wrong. What a pass in mid-air by Santos going inside itong bagong pasok lang na si Mark Sanchez.
Ganda ng presence of mind, no? As soon as he got that rebound, bago siya mag-land, nakita niya open na yung teammate niya sa ilalim, so binigay niya na.
Parang ang dami mong magagawa pag ganyang kakahaba at ganun kakatagal sa ere.
Yun din talaga yung lamang, no?
Diba?
Diyan tayo hindi makaka-relate talaga eh.
Magkakaroon din ng technology, pare. Malapit. Malapit na. Samantala, that last free throw was a miss. We are deadlock at 9. Escalante at the block. Kicks it out. Mariano, deep three. In and out. Offensive rebound by the white shirt. Escalante powering his way through.
That was a tough move by Escalante, grabbing that offensive rebound and one power dribble straight to his defender's chest, finishing with that layup.
In the meantime, Jam Hinojales able to fish for that offensive foul against Cabanero.
Oh, and that turned out to be a great play para sa Marikina kasi nilabas na itong si Cabanero dahil sa foul na yun.
Corner three is up. Too strong. And now inside for the Generals, Marky Navera. Another corner three that time. It falls and it stayed down coming from Lance Ratuiste.
Well, that was a nice pass by, I think it was Navera.
That's
attacking
right.
that shaded area, just locating a shooter from that right corner.
Good challenge there by Navera, but better hard drive by Mariano, eliciting a foul and getting himself back at the line. Mariano, kahit pa paano maganda yung performance from 15 feet, no? Though he has some misses earlier, pero mas maraming makes.
Oo naman, and you gotta love the aggressiveness of Mariano. Ever since the start of the game, he's been attacking relentlessly.
That's right.
Making the defense work, and he's been connecting as well.
And relentless is the key word. Samantala, straight away, Trey from Clarence Alcaraz. And that is the tallest guy on the floor for Nueva Ecija. Oh, no, check that. Mas mataas pala si Santos.
Oh, but that was a nice-looking jumper and a steal on the other end. 3 against 2.
That is Nueva Ecija basketball for you. Alcaraz, he had the layup, but he found a teammate with a better shot at converted yon para kay Marky Navera.
Oh, and that's a great decision. If you already have a good shot, if there's a better one, you have to give it up.
Corner three, in and out for Mariano. Generals pushing. That was a bit forced and a good defensive stand there by Gaba, maintaining his verticality to disrupt that shot. In the meantime, we have a timeout. We'll take a short break and be back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal, whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game. Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Back to the action. Marikina down by 3. Nueva Ecija finding their range consistently from beyond the arc.
And what a play off that timeout para dito sa D-Generals, that elevator screen on that right side of the floor. Wide open yung kanilang shooter.
That's right, a 2 for 2 from Rainbow Country coming from Clarence Alcaraz. Change of personnel here for the Generals to maintain the energy, especially on the defensive end. Actually, parang hindi pa nga to, Renzo, yung yung patented press ng Nueva Ecija, no?
Oh, right now, I think okay pa sila sa nakikita nila. Wala, they don't see the need of pressing, no? And
That's right.
Mag-exert pa ng too much effort.
Yes, usually ginagawa nila yun panggulat sa second quarter. Samantala, what a move by Navera, faking off the big guy and just relocating himself for the soft touch floater.
And I like how this guy plays, itong si Navera. Very deceiving eh. Bigla-bigla na lang siya nag-e-explode. Pero alam niya rin maglaro ng mabagal.
That's
Kaya
right.
ang hirap niya bantayan.
That time, Alcaraz shutting down the baseline. In the meantime, we have some insight from the court side. Take it away, Maurice.
Nueva Ecija, the Generals head coach, said that their team chemistry needs to improve since kakabuo lang nila 2 weeks ago. Bida ni coach, very skilled individually ang mga manlalarong ito. At kaisa-isang advice niya lamang sa mga players ay mag-enjoy. Alam niyo, tanong ko nga sa kanya, may batang Gilas player kayo, coach. Iniisip niyo bang advantage yon? Sabi niya, hindi sila tumitingin doon dahil at the end of the day, pare-parehas lang silang players. Alam niyo, sabi ni coach, ang magandang katangian sa kanyang mga players, lagi naka-ingrain sa utak nila. Kahit saan mang estado ng buhay ka pa, paa sa lupa, mata sa langit. Back to you guys.
Ang lalim talaga.
Oo.
Ang lalim naman ng hugot ni coach na yun. But in the meantime, are we allowed to mention the Batang Gilas player? Kasi hindi minention ni Maris eh. So, hindi ko na siguro sasabihin din. Kasi in the first place, hindi ko rin alam. Kung sino.
Yun din yung next na sasabihin ko eh.
Right.
Pero I think it's Caballero.
I neither confirm nor deny kung sino siya. Nonetheless, itong si Mendoza is on the line for the Generals.
Well,
he made his first.
But that's clearly an advantage, no? Pero not something na kailangan maging komportable ka.
That's right. In the meantime, a boo-boo on the part of Marikina letting, giving up the offensive rebound after a missed free throw, no? But let us see, as meron yatang extra na tawag ang ating officials there. As we take another timeout, magbabalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Back to the action. The home team, Marikina Junior Shoemasters, finding themselves down by double digits here, 11 points to be exact. Our score is 24. The Generals, 13 Junior Shoemasters. At pwede pang madagdagan ang kanilang... Oh, that bounced out.
And again, Kuya Eman, hindi ako yan ha. Hindi ako ang nagsalita dyan.
Hindi tayo naniniwala doon, Renzo. Bakit mamintis nila tayo sinisisi? Samantala, Abubo going high for that defensive rebound. Marikina Shoemasters looking for answers still, no? Matagal-tagal na silang napako sa 13. Oh, the jumper is pure. Coming from Alcaraz. That was a nice looking release.
And you can see the length of Alcaraz and the way he moves. Parang nakikita mo si Kevin Durant na parang Wembanyama rin eh.
Ang haba eh. Paano mo bablankahin yung jumper na yun? Tapos yung release niya, ang taas din.
Oo.
That's why that ball just found the bottom of the net without even hitting anything else.
Well, if it's gonna be consistent with that shot and with that kind of style, maraming papahirapan tong batang to.
That's right. In the meantime, they're trying to go to Clarence once again, but good anticipation here by Marikina. And that would be a foul counted play brought to you by Pound for Pound Fitness. And after that, may konting friction pa between Palik and Navera.
This is that steal by Palik and that finish. Foul pa galing dito kay Navera. And yun yung konting kamustahan lang nila. I think they're best friends eh.
Ang langkit ng tingin. Nothing offensive there.
Uso talaga yan. Uso ang kamustahan.
Yeah, tapos yung nudge ni Navera na yun. Ano yun eh? Brad, how are you? Good shot.
Pero itong Marikina right now deploying a 2-3 zone just to create a little bit of confusion sa opensa ng D Generals, which is, I think, nagiging effective naman.
That's right. Trying to take a page out of the book of their middle siblings, middle child siblings to sa 16 under kanina, who won their match actually versus the Generals, employing that 2-3 zone very faithfully, I might add, no?
The entire game.
The entire
Talagang
game.
hindi binitawan.
That's right, and it worked for them. Ewan ko lang dito sa 18 and under.
But I think for this matchup, hindi gagawin ng Marikina yan kasi medyo mas matanda na age group to. Medyo magbabasa tong mga to.
Right. Wide open elbow J is money for De La Cruz.
And I thought itong Marikina parang nag-fumble na dun sa possession na yun. I think it was a broken play already but they were still able to find an open guy with that easy jumper.
Good job by De La Cruz for sinking that one. In the meantime, inside incursion by the gold shirts.
Well, again, that's the right way to attack that 2-3 zone. You really have to force that ball into that shaded area for that 2-3 zone to collapse, and then that's when you look for the open guy.
That's right. So 2 free throws here for this young gentleman with a very unique first name, who is Everrain Cruz. And we just saw
that was Coach Andy Mejos.
Coach Andy Mejos.
Relax lang sa bench. Ganun katiwala itong si Coach Andy Mejos sa kanyang mga bata.
Sabi nga niya kay Maris kanina, manood na lang tayo. Kasama pala siya doon, no? Manood na lang. Tiwala talaga.
Kasi especially when you're working in practice, talagang pagdating ng laro, ano na lang yan eh, guidance na lang yan eh.
Di ba? AI na eh. However, that last offensive thrust by Nueva Ecija did not produce anything good.
And a chance for Marikina to take the last shot.
Right. 18 seconds remaining here in our first period. Oh, that was a bit forced.
And they opted to go early, so meron pang chance dito nga yung Nueva Ecija.
Oo nga, no? That was too early of a shot. Kakasabi mo lang na last shot. Trying to fish for a foul on that three-point try was Alcaraz. Ball bouncing back to him. Are you kidding me? Pag swerte ka, talagang swerte ka eh. Wow. And Alcaraz, Clarence Alcaraz, that is, as we see it once again, that ball found him. Hindi siya yung naghanap. And off the glass, opening the bank on a Saturday evening. We'll be back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior MPBL para sa'yo.
Welcome back to the action, streaming live to you from the Marikina Sports Complex here in the beautiful city of Marikina. Eman Cabiles with Renzo Navarro. We are now down to our sixth and final match of the day. About to start the second period, as a matter of fact, dito sa laban ng Marikina Junior Shoe Masters and the Nueva Ecija the Generals. Nueva Ecija the Generals protecting a 10-point lead. And Renzo, basically, what happened sa first 10 minutes of play?
Well, it's simply because itong the Generals are in full control, mas compose sila. And yung kanilang shot-making ability, they took 21 shots in that quarter. They made 11. So napakataas niyan.
52% to be exact. And there's another jumper that went in.
Make that 12 out of 22.
Oo. Samantala, sa side ng Marikina Shoe Masters, when they rested Mariano, parang ang laki ng nabawas sa aggressiveness, lalo na sa opensa nitong white shirts of the Junior Shoe Masters.
Yun din yung nagiging challenge for most teams eh. Kapag lumabas na yung main offensive guy mo, the next question is who's gonna step up to fill that role eh. And yun usually yung nagiging problema ng most teams.
That was a wide open three but a miss by Nueva Ecija's number 17. Though they will retain possession after that rebound scramble. Another three-point try, this time from the corner. Still can't hit. Oh, another offensive rebound ngayon. Nilapit niya, wala pa rin. So 3 straight misses coming from, the guy na wala sa, that's Cabañero.
Yes, it was
Si Cabañero na pala ulit. Wala sa listahan natin eh.
Oh, but itong si Ken Mendoza was able to knock down a short jumper after that fumble. Offensive rebound para sa kanya.
In the meantime, here is Marikina. The crossover. Oh, pocket picked. Mendoza. And now they go back out. Cabañero will drive, try the floater. Wala pa rin. Parang napasama yata yung upo ni Cabañero kaninang sa latter stages ng first period.
Well, after he missed on that right corner three-pointer, yung dalawang atake niya kasi is hard yung atake, pero bago niya itira, parang lumalambot siya ng konti eh.
That's right.
That's the reason why hindi niya ma-finish yung kanyang mga tira.
He was trying to go for the soft float, no? Pero after a very hard drive into the paint, at sabi mo, na-mention mo na yan kanina sa 16 under, mahirap gawin yun.
Mahirap. Sobrang hirap niyan. And even a guy like Cabañero who's been playing very well, who's very skilled, magmimintes at magmimintes pa rin talaga doon.
Itong partner ko na si Renzo Navarro, na perfect na yung move na yun. Pero mahirap pa rin eh. Ilang taong pinractice ni Renzo yun.
Kahit ngayon, magmimintes pa rin tayo dyan.
Lalo na against sa mga top point guards sa MPBL.
Oo. Napakadaming magaling.
Na nakita ko na si Renzo na. In the meantime, that was a technical free throw shot by Palik, which he missed. But is it again because of an untucked jersey?
I'm not really sure, but meron yatang mga complaints kanina with the referees. I don't know if meron natawag na technical.
Ooh, that was a good inbound play, but good recovery on the defensive end by Marikina.
Pero Kuya Eman, kanina you were mentioning great guards sa MPBL. Muntik kong makalimutan, ito nasa harap natin, no, si Allen Mina. Kilalang kilala yata ng isang kasama natin dito.
Oh, right, si Allen.
Allen Mina.
Relax na relax eh, no? Shout out, Allen. Maganda na pinag-uusapan natin kahit hindi, habang hindi niya alam eh. Samantala, there's a kick out. Cabañero will almost lose it. Corner three. No, the putback is good. And the Generals, ano ba to? Generals ng Air Force because they are flying, coming from everywhere.
And ang nakakatuwa dito sa Nueva Ecija, pare-pareho yung size ng mga forwards nila eh.
Oo.
Hindi ganun kalaki, pero magkakapantay sila. So hindi mo alam kung sino yung box out mo.
At ang hahaba. Oh, what a solid rejection there. The chase down by Mariano, I believe. In the meantime, Marikina converts. What a play there. Yeah, by Chester Paul Mariano, huling-huli sa board, partner.
But that was another situation where you have two guys that you could pass off that ball to, pero you opted to go for that layup, and I think that's the third time we saw that this evening.
Oo nga. Samantala, Cabanyero making sure that he finally gets that too. Na kanina pa niyang inaasam-asam dito sa second quarter. But what a play there by Chester Paul Mariano. Here, meanwhile, here's another steal all the way. John Lord Cruz.
Well, this is the problem for Marikina. You can't commit those kinds of turnovers and that high kasi talagang ma-maximize agad ng Nueva Ecija D Generals. They have capable guys who can run the break.
Definitely. Even sa pocket tournament, no? Sa 18 under nila, you have very little room for error when going up against the Nueva Ecija team.
Oh, but that was a nice pass by Manzanares.
Right.
Breaking down his defender and then locating his big guy down low.
Cabanyero going to the corner. Oh, what a drop! Beautiful setup job here. Yeah, that was Navera again. He is having himself a night.
And I'm telling you, Kuya Yaman, itong si Navera, napaka ganda. Unang play pa lang pagpasok niya, I already saw him, the way he moves, the way he reads the defense. Talagang very impressive.
And yung pasa na yun, no, talagang parang pinadaan sa hip ng kalaban. Samantala, look at this. Alam mo yung piso ng 80s na pagkalaki-laking coin? Yun eh. Yung may kalabaw pa. Samantala, we have a timeout. We'll return after this.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal. Whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game, Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Yung block na yun na nakita natin kanina from Mariano, no? As
you see, Marikina already has 3 blocks.
right.
Itong Nueva Ecija, meron palang isa.
Yeah, pero yung nakita natin block ni Mariano kanina, tinatak niya yung official ball na do-right bola ng Pinoy sa board, sa glass ng Marikina Sports Center.
Oo, pero I also mentioned earlier, no, na 3 against 1 yung sitwasyon na yun.
Yes. That could have gone
Yes.
the other way, no, for
Oo.
the Generals.
Easy
Pero,
layup sana yun.
pero mukhang hinabol yung highlight eh. Backfire. Samantala, the teardrop from the baseline was short. John Lord controls it, brings it down. Somebody's cutting in the lane. Cabanyero picks up his dribble, no look to the corner, back to him. Again, a no look to the wing this time. That three-point shot was a bit off. And Marikina will have a chance to trim this already 18-point deficit down.
Well, itong Marikina also daring itong si Cabanyero to shoot those outside shots. Kaya nakikita natin every time he asks for a screen, yung defender niya just goes under that screen.
Right. Samantala, yun yung gamble mo pag nandidare ka as Kawamoto sinks another 3. This time, Maris has some insights for us.
Marikina head coach said it's a good challenge for them against Nueva Ecija. Sabi niya pa, ang iba sa kalaban ay may pangalan sila, gumagawa pa lang. Minomotivate lagi ni coach ang mga players by letting them know na this league is a chance to get noticed by bigger schools. Kaya dapat pag-iigihan lagi. He said defense still needs improvement, but team chemistry is getting better since the players are now more familiar with each other, lalo na most of them ay Mariqueños. Let's see how will they turn the tables on the second half, seeing that they are trailing this quarter. Back to you guys.
And easier said than done in terms of turning the tables, pero that's a good start. Mariano sinking the wing 3.
And this is obviously one guy that's up for that challenge, no? Going up
Yes.
against guys or players that already made a name for themselves, no? Kailangan kasi, nasa pagtanggap mo lang yan. As you see, another 3-pointer coming from D Generals. But again, nasa pagtanggap mo lang ng challenge yan eh. Meron kang
Oo.
sikat na kalaban, meron kang magaling na kalaban. I-challenge mo siya.
That's right. That's right. Pero yeah, the Generals are raining threes on the Junior Shoemasters at this point in the second. With a little over 3 minutes remaining, Caballero pulls up. No. Offensive rebound and the putback. Too easy that time for the Gold Shirts.
Well, not much resistance that time for that offensive rebound. Galing dito kay, it was number 22, I think, or 26. That was Cruz.
But yeah, si John Lord. Caballero behind the back. Clearly, he has a size advantage over his defender, but he picked up his dribble. Good defense there by the White Shirts. And a travel will be called against Kawamoto.
Well, what Caballero was telling his teammate, I think it was Kawamoto, to stay in the corner para meron siyang enough space to operate. But this is that pull-up jumper and the second chance points para dito kay Kawamoto.
That's right.
But that's another turnover for Marikina. So wasted possession para sa kanila. After getting that stop, they turned the ball over.
The lead has ballooned to 25 now in the blink of an eye. Make that 27 as the Generals again making an excellent play inside.
And again, not much resistance with that shot. I mean, na-foul na yun. Pound for pound fitness, foul counted play sa laro na yun. Pero medyo
right.
malambot yung foul eh.
Oh, another boo-boo by the White Shirts, allowing an offensive rebound after a missed free throw. Wing three, and it's a wedgie from Joshua Kamamoto.
And again, itong Marikina, they're well aware that Nueva Ecija D Generals is a talented team, is
That's
a
right.
very deep team. So you can't give them multiple chances on that basketball. You really have to
Definitely.
secure those defensive rebounds.
Definitely. In the meantime, while there's a lull in the play, I would like to give a big shout out to Christy Ancerillo, and that is coming from somebody who does not want to be mentioned. So good evening, Christy Ancerillo. Grabe itong ginagawa ni Boss Wendell eh. Ay, hindi nga pala dapat i-mention. Pero he just put me in a peculiar spot, no? Ang hirap nun eh. Yung mapashoutout ka from who? Secret. Ang tanda na natin. In the meantime, ito ang mga batang players na pinapanood natin. A foul given up by the Generals. And let's see how Marikina will respond with some new faces on the floor.
Pero napakalaki ng kalamangan
Oo
nito.
nga.
Hindi natin napapansin. Inuunti-unti ng D Generals.
That is how deadly the Nueva Ecija teams are. Lalo na itong mga 18 under nila. I've seen them last season sa Pocket League mostly, no? Pero yeah, they've been awesome. Samantala, Mariano again making his presence felt. This time getting a foul from Abubo.
So heads up play also for, I think it was Alcaraz who tapped that ball kay Mariano. Kasi after that contact, ibibigay yung continuation for Mariano. That would have been an easy end one.
Right.
Pero tinap pa ni Alcaraz.
Oo, para sigurado. Samantala, Mariano, 2 for 2 from the line. And parang dun nagbago yung laro ng Marikina talaga when Mariano sat down and the aggressiveness of the entire team just diminished, no?
Yes, bumaba agad yung energy, and then they also switched to a 2-3 zone, which is I think their strategy for that specific quarter. Pero hindi rin masyadong nag-materialize kasi nagawan din ng paraan ng D Generals.
Actually, there's a 16 under, the Marikina Junior Shoemasters, naka 2-3 zone all the way, and they challenge, well, they're not they're challenging the Generals to shoot that 3. Dito naman sa 18 and under, tumira ng 3 yung the Generals, pumasok naman ang pumasok.
Oh, and also the difference is
wow!
for the Generals right now, they're connecting from the outside and they're also able to reach that shaded area whenever they want to.
Not to mention defending that shaded area very well, as a monster block was given by Santos on that last play. Clarence 4-3. Short that time. They go to the corner, and that will be a travel against Tolentino.
And I've also seen this multiple times. Yung mga cross-court passes, medyo delikado kasi talaga yung mga ganyan. Especially when you're trying to hit a corner guy, tapos galing ng cross-court, medyo mahirap na angulo yan.
Right. Tapos pag hindi mo pa natansya yung lakas ng pasa mo, kahit dumating dun sa pinasahan mo, nagugulo yung pulso. Diba,
Hindi rin
to
niya
shoot the 3.
matitira ng maayos. And in
Right.
that previous possession, stepping pa. Kasi kailangan niya mag-adjust just to catch that ball.
In the meantime, going hard in the paint was Tolentino. And it's his turn to shoot some free throws, I believe. Oh no, it will only be a baseline inbound as he wasn't able to put up that ball for a shot. So tingnan natin itong mga, but our our officials, medyo pinigilan yung friction doon, developing between Ratiste and Mariano. Samantala, the baseline jumper was short coming from Hinojales. Look at that pass, though it will be too late. That's right, as our second period ends. And after 2 quarters of play, our score is 52 Nueva Ecija, 27 Marikina. We'll be back for the third.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo, yeah. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob, MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior, MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
We are now at halftime, and this is our score, 52-27. In control are the Generals of Nueva Ecija. As we take a look at some of the highlights during the first half of play, the gold shirts from the Northeast are clicking in all cylinders. In the meantime, the shining light, the beacon para dito sa Marikina is Mariano and his teammates trying to help out as much as possible, as much as they can. However, the onslaught that is the Nueva Ecija Generals proving to be very heavy here for Marikina.
And there's just a huge deficit in the shot making, rebounding, all aspects, all areas na control talaga ng Nueva Ecija Generals. That's the main problem Marikina has right now.
And what's amazing, Renzo, no? Sabi mo nga, hindi natin namalayan na gano'n na pala kalaki ang lamang because they're just doing it quietly. They are just that efficient, continuing to play the best basketball that they can on the floor, every possession, every second.
Oh, and also we've been mentioning na very talented and very deep as you see another three-pointer para dito sa D Generals. And again, napaka-talented ng team na to and meron na silang 12 assists dito. Hindi pinakita dun sa ating stats ng first half pero napaka-importanting bagay niyan. When your team is very talented, when they're sharing the ball, malaking problema yun.
In the meantime, speaking of talent, that was an excellent drive na may kasama bang foul. Coming from Mariano. Take a look at it again. Our pound for pound fitness foul counted play of the quarter. Chester Paul Mariano.
Tough finish para dito kay Mariano, no? After that steal going up against two defenders.
And as spectacular as that move was coming from Chester Paul, yun yung difference eh. Tough finish for him, samantalang ganun kasimple para sa kanilang kalaban.
And earlier I mentioned that the defender is going under that screen, really daring itong si Cabanyero to shoot those three-pointers, but that was a long three para kay Cabanyero.
Right, so Cabanyero punishing that defender for going under the screen.
Well, that's really the right read para dun sa ganong sitwasyon. As you see this, that defender going under the screen, step back itong si Cabanyero, knocking down that three-pointer.
Right.
Kasi ganun talaga eh, hindi mo naman pwedeng ma-stop lahat ng pwedeng gawin ni Cabanyero. Pipili ka lang ng willing ka i-give up.
Yes.
And for this game, I think they're giving up that three-pointer. But again, we all know Cabanyero, he can knock down those three-pointers.
But if Cabanyero leaves you behind with a quick step, mas mahirap siyang pigilan when he gets into the lane and has a lot of options to take the shot, to drop it off to his teammates, or to kick out to an open shooter, no?
Oo, yun yung magiging threat nito ni Cabanyero
Yes.
because he's gonna keep
Triple.
you guessing.
Yes.
Kung ano. So, for Marikina, I think that's the right game plan para sa kanya. Ang intindihin mo na lang is, patirahin mo na lang siya.
Yes, and challenge him to hit that long three consistently, no? Pero good steal here for the junior shoemasters and going all the way. Sabino, I believe. That's right.
Oh, but they need a lot more of those forced turnovers and easy layups para sa Marikina.
Right, I just have to correct myself. That last layup, a steal and layup coming from Gion Concebido. It took a little time, but they still get the two. Talking about the Generals.
And yun yung masakit for Marikina because you were able to get that stop initially, but you gave up another offensive rebound.
Right.
Sayang yung trinabaho mong depensa.
You have to follow through and see it through. Oh, I thought that was too many steps, but luckily para dito kay Tolentino, I think the whistle was blown to his benefit, no?
Well, I think one of the officials was gonna call a travel.
Right,
pero,
nasa ilalim, yes.
Oo, minsan kasi talagang nagbibigayan ng tawag itong referees kung sino yung mas may magandang vantage point.
Kasi, and yung katribo ko actually, ang tumawag ng foul, isipin nyo na lang kung ba't ko siya katribo. Samantala, enough about me, that was Tolentino on the line, missing the first, and he will try to split this. It will still bounce out. Oh, good anticipation there by Chester Paul. Here he is again with that semi-hook stretch layup of his.
Well, not really a good turnover para dito kay Ken Mendoza. No? Kasi hindi mo naman kailangan magmadali. I was about to say that if you're Nueva Ecija D Generals, this is the perfect time for you to practice your executions.
Right.
Na ganito kalaki yung kalamangan, kailangan mo lang mag-execute ng maayos. But for Marikina, you just have to keep playing the right way.
Right, and yeah, bumbling that ball on his way up was Gaba, called for the travel at that time. And that also goes for Marikina. No? At some point, you have to not look at the scoreboard anymore. Just try and run your plays and execute them as well as you can. Not like that though. Oh.
Yeah, and we also heard from the report earlier, di ba, na alam naman nila kung sino yung kalaban nila eh.
Yes.
So they just have to put up a good fight, just play the right way, make plays like that. Itong si Mariano just staying aggressive.
Right.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. You just have to keep on challenging itong D Generals.
However, I think he landed awkwardly a bit. It was Chester Paul Mariano as he is checking his right groin, and there you go, limping towards his bench. More bad news for Marikina, but we have to look at this again. Chester Paul Mariano skywalking to the hole.
Well, he's been doing that ever since the start of the game. Maybe one of the reasons why meron na siyang nararamdaman sa kanyang groin.
Oo nga. But we hope it's not serious, though he's still limping. At lumayo pa siya sa huddle nila, no? I think he's going towards our medics table. As we take a look at that last play. Although hindi definitive yun kung kanino pupunta yung possession, no? Arms and hands tangled. So
No,
what do you think,
but I
partner?
think it's Marikina basketball.
Marikina basketball, right. Play continues now, and as we've mentioned, more bad news for Marikina as we just saw their top scorer and the person of Chester Paul Mariano limping out of the floor.
But then again, it's just an opportunity for the other guys to step up para sa kanilang team. Hindi naman pwedeng
Right.
nawala yung kanilang main guy, magde-duel na lang sila doon. Kailangan merong mag-step up para sa kanya.
Right. At ito na yung kailangan mong i-conjure na Mamba mentality, no?
Oo.
Magkakataon ko na. At ang pumalit sa kanya, actually, is number 8 of the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters. Still waiting for his name to pop out here. The 3 is up. Good line, though. However, just a tad short.
Pero nga, for Marikina, you can't look at the scoreboard every single
Right.
time. You just have to keep on playing. Still try to do the right thing, no? Try and execute, try to defend. Talagang ano lang, tapusin mo yung laro ng maayos.
Of
I know this is a
course.
big lead, pero hindi ka dapat madadown dito.
Actually, that was a good attempt by Feria from the left wing 3. Hindi lang nga lang pumasok, and here they are getting another steal. Oh, good pass! Pound for pound fitness, foul counted play there for Feria, but he is down holding on to his mouth area. As the contact was a bit hard. Let's see it once again. Ooh, a forearm hitting his face directly. That's right, but still manages to get that ball into the bucket.
Well, that was a hard hit.
Right, and the foul was against, that's number, oh, I couldn't see his jersey. No, not 36. And Feria is still down on the floor. Let's see if Marikina will need to sub him out for another, for someone to shoot the bonus free throw, no?
Well, he was hit right in his face.
Right.
Kaya medyo
Yeah, yung,
sensitive yung area na natamaan,
Yes.
no? So talagang may hilo talaga.
yung isang angle ang mas definitive eh. Talagang it showed the contact of the forearm of Sanchez actually. And that last play is actually and that resulted to a disqualifying foul against Mark Sanchez. Not only that, it also elicited angry reactions from the home crowd here in Marikina Sports Center.
Well,
That was a hard foul talaga.
well, that was a big call, and there was definitely excessive contact.
Right.
But I didn't expect na na magiging disqualifying foul siya.
Yes.
It deserved an upgrade.
right.
Definitely. No question about that because that was excessive contact, hard contact.
Now the question is if we can look at the replays again. Pero okay na, wag na. But question is, when he turned after he saw that there was a drop pass, was there a wind up? Or tinantsab ba niya kung saan tatama talaga? Parang it was too quick to judge, no?
Well, the intent is a little bit tricky because
Oo nga eh.
yung bola and yung head medyo magkadikit eh.
Right, right.
So pwede niyang i-argue na he was going for the ball,
right.
but the ball was near
The head.
Feria's face eh. So
Yes.
medyo mahirap on that part.
Right. Nonetheless, the play continues, and it's unfortunate that incident occurred, considering that this game is really wide open for the Generals of Nueva Ecija. I mean, you are up by this much, 22 points to be exact, and still magkakaroon pa ng ganong insidente, no?
Yup, and another problem is I think I'm not sure with the house rules, pero if you're ejected from the game, you're automatic suspended for the next one. So I'm not really sure
If it applies.
sa
no?
dito. Oo. Pero that's usually the case.
Right. In the meantime, continuing, Marikina, that was a point for Marikina. So kahit pa paano, naibaba na nila sa 20 yung lamang.
Yup,
And
oo.
we don't know. We still have a lot of time here remaining in this game.
Yes, mahaba-haba pa to. But
Right.
then again, they just have to keep playing the right way.
Wow. Sometimes magaling ka na, swerte ka pa. Navera
Oo.
again after missing the first attempt. Ball falls into his hands and makes the jumper.
Well, that's one thing na swerte, no? Na bumagsak sa kanya yung
Oh.
bola. But another
Offensive
thing
foul.
is just putting himself in the right place
Right. Exactly.
para malaking chance na swertein siya.
In the meantime, an offensive foul was called against Pizarro with his offhand waist stretched
Well, that was
out there. No?
that was a nice pocket pass, and
Oo.
once again, Kuya Eman, a few more years.
Oo.
Medyo mababa na yung ward off niya.
Pwedeng fake muna yun.
That time kasi nasa ulo banda yung hawi.
And that was a foul against a jump shooter committed by number 18 of Marikina. And I wonder how Mariano is doing because he is back on the floor.
Well, sa mga ganitong age bracket kasi, Kuya, kahit merong masakit,
Halos
ipapagpag mo lang yan eh.
Hindi tinatablan.
Wala pang nararamdaman masyado tong mga to eh.
Wait till you get to my age. Pupulot lang ng bola. Sap. Samantala, was that a 3?
Well, it is, and I don't think
Yes.
meron nararamdaman itong si Mariano after knocking down that three-pointer.
Oo. Almost not quite. Baliktad yung pektos nun ni Navera. Marikina on the attack. The attempted staggered Euro step, no? Maganda sana, but that ball was deflected out of bounds.
Well, the intention was nice for Concebido to attack hard to that basket, but etong si Mariano just made the three-pointer, and you could have went back to Mariano for
Yes.
another one. He was wide open on the right wing.
Oo nga. And that was a no-go on the last thrust by Marikina. Here come the Generals once more, still up by 22. Beautiful passing. Basketball made simple.
Playing a little bit of a tic-tac-toe right there.
Diba? Nandyan yung X, ito yung O.
Oh.
Let's see how Marikina will respond. Baseline jumper. Good close out there by the Generals. Marikina gets it back. Here comes Chester Paul. I wonder if it's...
Meron ba? May nararamdaman ba to si Mariano? Siya pa yung nag-initiate nung contact eh. So, it's nice to see that he's doing well.
I wonder if his nickname is CP. Tapos number, CP27. Ang haba. Hindi CP3, hindi. Mahaba. But yeah, there he is, back at the line. He is actually the most fouled player in this game.
Well, he's been very aggressive. Eh. And if you continue to attack that shaded area whenever you go hard, you get rewarded by the officials. Eh.
Of course. And for Marikina, yun yung key talaga sa kanila. They have to emulate or at least gayahin yung aggressiveness nitong si Mariano. Samantala, we have a report from the court side. What do you have for us, Maris?
Coaches from Marikina are not happy at aminado naman ang mga players sa kanilang shortcomings. Nakausap ko nga si Chester Mariano. Sabi niya nung first half, sobrang luwag nila sa depensa at pinipilit nila ang gusto nila. Hindi na daw sila sumusunod sa sistema kaya ngayon gusto nilang bumawi. At para nga dito sa Nueva Ecija, swerte lang daw sila dahil most ng core nila is from JRU. So araw-araw may ensayo. For this second half, i-retain lang nila ang momentum nila at sabi ni Coach, dito daw nila nakikita ang laro ng mga players na ito. Sana lang daw ay ma-maintain hanggang sa mga susunod pang laro. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Maris. And what can you say about that, Renzo?
Well, for Marikina, ang maganda doon is yung accountability eh. They know kung saan sila nagkulang eh. Yun yung first step doon for you to improve. Kailangan alam mo kung ano yung maling ginawa mo, kung saan ka nagkulang in order for you to improve.
That's right. In the meantime, I got interested in some mention ng JRU, so a lot of players pala ditong the Generals are the heavy bombers ng JRU. And yeah, shout out sa mga batang kalentong dyan.
Oo.
Yeah, sa aking mga kababayan sa Mandaluyong. Kababayan ko din yung mga yun eh. Ang dami kong bayan eh.
Madami.
Yung nasa Bulacan kami, kababayan ko rin sila. But that's true. I'm not making it up. Talagang lumaki rin ako doon. Samantala, there you go. Balik, back-to-back threes for him. And this could be a sign of good things to come para dito sa Marikina Junior Shoemasters.
Well, earlier we were saying na Marikina just have to keep on playing. Pero for Nueva Ecija naman, hindi mo naman na gusto sana na bigyan ng chance pa itong Marikina na makahabol.
John Lord, 4-3. He could hit that though. That time it was strong. Feria ahead. And that is the easiest basket that Mariano has had all night long. We have a timeout. We'll be back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to.
And there you go. Right from tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal, whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game. Chef's Magic Condiments brings a flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. Ang saya-saya talaga ng mga nakakatanggap ng gift bag from our sponsor, Chef's Magic. Di mo, meron ka ng condiments, meron ka pang cookies dyan, may biscuits, meron pang chichirya. I know there are crackers or parang corn chips doon sa gift bag na yun. Yes.
Talagang kabisado mo yung laman. Kaya and ang maganda doon, nag-enjoy na sila sa game.
Right. In the meantime, here's a baseline jumper. Good defense that time by the home team. But they give up.
I think yung initial shot hindi tumama sa ring kaya hindi nag-reset yung shot clock.
Right, and good call by our officials. 24-second shot clock violation against the Generals of Nueva Ecija.
So that's another turnover coming off that timeout para dito sa D Generals, and another
Look who's
three-pointer.
hot! Right, Palik. He checked, tuloy-tuloy pa. His third triple in the second half.
The third straight triple para dito kay Palik, and talagang nararamdaman na ni Caballero as you see this left corner three-pointer for Palik, the third straight para sa kanya. And I was saying earlier, itong si Caballero nararamdaman na yung pressure and yung nafe-feel niya na kailangan niya na mag-take over sa laro na to and not give itong Marikina a chance to come back in this game.
Right, and I actually can't remember how big the lead was, the biggest lead. I think it was about 30, no? Oh, more than. Pero don't look now, the deficit is down to 15 para dito sa home team of the Marikina Junior Shoe Masters.
Well, for Marikina right now, I mean, specifically all their guards, I have nothing in mind but to go back to Palik.
That's right.
Yun lang,
That's
wala ka
right.
ng ibang kailangan isipin. You just have to attack and find Palik.
Yes, and habang mainit pa, no? Strike while the iron is hot. However, yun, medyo malamig yung free throw. Yan ni Hinojales. It turned out to be short. 41.4 remaining in the third. But yes, the lead is down to 15. At 15 pa rin. 2 free throws missed by Hinojales. At yun yung mga opportunities na hindi na dapat nila pinalalagpas.
Yes, and itong the Generals could go for a 2-for-1 situation
What a
here.
play.
Nice pass para dito kay Caballero. Talagang nakikita mo yung sobrang stable niya, sobrang composed niya with everything he does.
Definitely. That's right. And Santos, parang namitas lang doon ng low-hanging fruit, no? Oh, beautiful ball movement as well for the home team. Feria finding Gaba. Maganda ng initial pass kay Feria. May hockey pass pa na sumunod doon. That will be short on the three-point attempt as our third quarter comes to a close. The Generals seeing their big lead diminish as our score is now 72-57. We'll be back for the fourth.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Klaro na to, huwag kang sumuko sa gustong gawin. Isang pangarap, isang tagumpay, yeah. Gabay at pag-asa ng bayan, landas pagbabago, pag-asa, ikaw ang mahalaga. Iba't iba, pero isang halaga. Nagkakaisa, nagmamahalan, nagtutulungan. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
Back to the action. Fourth quarter is underway. And what do you know, Renzo?
Well,
Marikina has a chance actually.
yun yung sinasabi natin for Marikina, that you have to continue playing
Yes.
hanggang matapos yung laro kasi hindi mo rin alam, biglang uminit itong si Palik, biglang kumonekta yung mga tira mo. Diba?
And I know the lead was at 32 before, no, for the Generals. Pero yung nga, Palik making a difference from beyond the arc.
And again, for the Generals, this is a test of character para sa kanila kasi yun nga, meron silang kalamangan earlier na might be the reason why they were so confident with their shots, walang pressure masyado, but now na nawala na yung kalamangan na yun, the question is how they're gonna respond.
That's right. In the meantime, the Generals now, interesting, what will they do here sa fourth period kasi all throughout the game, no, we mentioned it earlier na nagulat tayo na lumaki na ng ganun ang lamang because they have just been playing very solid for at least 2.5 quarters kasi nung tail end ng third quarter, medyo bumitaw na itong the Generals. So let's see kung anong adjustments ang gagawin nila dito sa fourth. Oh, that would have brought the house down kung pumasok yung tres ni Mariano. Ooh, that was legal. That's right, the jump stop and the step through for Caballero. What a move.
Well, hindi natin alam, no? Basta ang alam ko, as long as walang tinawag yung referees, that's good. And that was a great move by Caballero to elude his defenders.
Look at the pass, and now to the corner. Three is up once more. Bounced out. Balik trying to get away from three defenders, gets it back. Here's a three from the right wing, and a foul was called. Big fish caught there. By number 67 of Navera. That's her. Oh no, check that. That's Abubo.
Not really a good foul there kasi itong I think it was
Hinojales. There you go.
It was Hinojales shooting
Right.
that three-pointer.
Mm-hmm.
You
And-
just need to challenge it, but you fouled him while shooting that three-pointer. You gave him 3 chances at the strike.
Oh, and Hinojales was actually aware of where the defender was and accepted that contact, no? Aside from the release. Warning issued here against the coaching staff of NUEVA ECIJA Generals. Hinojales. I believe that was the third free throw.
Yes, I
already,
think
no?
that's a third straight miss from that area para dito kay Hinojales. Fourth. I think fifth. Kasi 2 shots siya kanina, 3 shots siya ngayon ba? Or dalawa lang?
Parang inulit yung isang attempt. Dahil merong distraction na nangyayari from the bench. Because that was only a warning sa Mandala. Straight away 3 there by Caballero.
And after that big run by Marikina, we were asking kung paano magre-respond itong D-Generals, and this is how. They just go to their main man, itong si Caballero, and he's gonna make the right plays para sa'yo.
One name, Angel Caballero. Sa Mandala, the right to left by Palik was a miss. He is open at the corner, and now at the top of the key, but they don't go to him though. Instead, they put up a contested 3 by Mariano was there. And again, too easy on the other side.
I forgot, Kuya Eman, kung sino yung coach na nagsabi sa akin ito na as a point guard, you really need to recognize those situations. When Palik
Definitely.
is hot, whatever happens, you have to go back to him and just give him another shot.
Yes, you have to milk it for all it's worth. Yung init na yun, strike while the iron is hot. And it also goes, hindi lang sa point guard sa basketball, pati sa mga setters ng volleyball, no?
Oo.
Kung sino yung hindi mapigilan, just keep on going to him or her.
And that's also one way of rewarding your teammate.
Of course.
For making a shot or for making a right decision. That's one way to reward them. Go back to them, give them another chance.
And actually, turn the cards towards your opponents na challenge them to stop kung sino man yung may hot hand na yun. Caballero now, speaking of hot hands, goes to the other side. 4 to shoot. Good defense by Marikina. Caballero fires. That will be short. Solid defense there by the white shirts.
Yep, great defense for Marikina, and I know that was a turnover for D-Generals, but they were able to burn 24 seconds off that clock. So, pag ganito kasi kalaki yung kalamangan mo, almost everything na mangyari in favor sa'yo eh.
That's right. That's right. Kahit hindi mo na shoot, madami namang oras ang nasayang. Though, we still have 7 minutes and 10 remaining in the game. Lots of time. Kung ang New York na naka-comeback from a 22-point lead, eh, no? Marikina pa kaya?
Well, that's basketball. Hanggat hindi tumutunog yung final buzzer, hindi pa tapos yan. But if you're Marikina, if you want to be able to catch up in this game, you can't allow those situations to happen.
Ratiste making his presence felt again. He played well in the first half, and finally that ball goes to Mariano. Ooh, erased upstairs, but somebody's down on the side of Nueva Ecija. I believe an awkward fall there. Santos, Justine Santos, still on the floor, grimacing in pain.
Another thing that we don't want to see.
If I'm not mistaken, left ankle yung issue. There he is checking his laces sa kanyang left feet.
Well, hindi natin nakita what really happened, pero this is a better angle.
That's right. Yan, gusto mong makita ha. Yun nga ang nangyari.
I'm so sorry for my reaction, but just seeing that, I felt the pain eh.
Yes. Nararamdaman nating lahat yun. In the meantime, Mariano is at the line again. And yes, Mariano right now has 29 points to his name.
Imagine where Marikina would be.
Yes.
Kung wala itong si Mariano. No, they're down by 21 right now.
And I think dahil shumut na yung free throw niya, no? 30 points na itong si Chester Paul Mariano. Samantala, that was a nice looking jumper.
And it's just hard to guard itong si Cabanero, especially with that kind of coverage. I think ang mas magandang coverage for Cabanero, especially if he's going for that ball screen, is blitz mo talaga eh. Pabitawan mo na sa kanya yung bola.
Yes. As much as possible, don't let him handle the ball. Samantala, Mariano answers right back with a jumper of his own. Under 6 minutes remaining. Cabanero, ooh, good glide, but did not get the angle. Samantala, that drop was too low. Kick out. Mariano, 4-3. Short. Oh, what a rebound there by Concebido. Ball to the Generals.
Sorry, misses there for Marikina. They've had multiple chances in that possession to score. Pero hindi talaga sila makakonvert.
In the meantime, holding foul called against Tolentino there.
But again, it's just the excellence of Cabanero handling that leather. Talagang alam niya kasi kung paano mag-handle ng ball pressure. Ilalagay niya lang sa gilid niya or sa likod niya yung kanyang defender enough para makita niya yung floor. Alam niya kung ano yung next na gagawin.
Right. The Generals now, let's see how they will use the clock to their advantage. John Lord receives against two, gets it back, and again, basketball made simple by the boys from Nueva Ecija.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
From tip-off to the final buzzer, every moment counts and so does every meal, whether you're celebrating a win or just enjoying the game. Chef's Magic Condiments brings the flavor that makes every bite unforgettable. Chef's Magic, make every meal a magic moment. At tingnan mo nga naman, Renzo, no? At 11:29 at night, meron pa nakakatanggap ng Chef's Magic. So, kung tutusin, you still have 5 minutes to come over here at Marikina Sports Center, no? But mamaya, nakapanood ka na ng magandang laro, may inuwi ka pa.
Oh, ano bang mangyayari pag merong natira dyan?
Oh, but yeah,
But before you
magandang laro.
answer, yeah,
Somebody
before you
got
answer.
dropped by that spin move by Chester Paul Mariano. Wow.
Great game para dito kay Mariano despite the deficit na kanilang hinahabol.
I believe he has 34 now, no? Or at least 32. Samantala, that corner three was short. Balik. It has been a while since he attempted a three. There's a drop to Gaba.
Pero itong si Mariano, kuya,
Oo.
already has 35.
Oh, 35 na. Balik goes in. Good hard drive and eliciting a foul from the gold shirts. As we see that last play by Chester Paul Mariano.
Nice
Ooh,
move.
yun yung tipong kahit natalo ka, parang panalo ka na rin eh. Because that is a potentially viral video.
Especially nowadays, no?
Oo, di ba? Huwag niyang tingin yung buong laro, yun na lang. But again, Chester Paul Mariano has been spectacular for Marikina. Yun nga lang, yung solid na team play ng Nueva Ecija is very much in effect here in this last match of ours. And what do you know, after that lead was trimmed down to 15, umakit ulit ng 20.
Well, still gotta give a lot of credit dito sa Marikina, no? Hindi madaling gawin yung paghabol na ginawa nila.
Right.
But then again, it's just too much kung anong meron itong Nueva Ecija D General, especially the playmaking of Navera. Tapos pag bumalik pa yung kanilang main guy na si Cabanyero, it's really hard to stop that guy.
That's right. Samantala, Mariano. Let's see kung anong magic naman ang gagawin niya. Spins to the right, spins to the left, and kicks it back out. The floater is good. Uy, swabe yun. Coming from Javier.
Well, first, that was a nice play galing kay Mariano, really attracting a lot of defenders. That's why yung driving lane open up for Javier, pero napakaganda naman ng sagot ng D Generals agad.
That's right, John Lord Cruz. Here he is again, going all the way. Hindi niya na pinansin yung atabs mo sa kabila.
Oo, kasi
Si Navera.
baka makatapik pa.
Oo. But yeah, aside from Cabanyero, no? As you said, itong si Marky Navera has had a very good game here sa 18 and under versus Marikina.
Well, I might be biased kasi maliit na point guard eh. So,
Of course not.
is talagang malambot ang puso ko sa mga... Pero napakagaling din kasi talaga niyang magbasa. He knows how to play basketball.
wow.
That's another
Right on cue.
great pass para sa kanya.
Oo.
Hindi lang na-convert ng kanyang kakampi.
Okay lang yun, pero hindi pala okay kasi nabawasan siya na assist. Oh, yun, wala nang kailangang assist. Again, nearing the 40-point mark, or is he already there? Chester Paul Mariano. Hindi pa nag-update itong ating live stats.
Oh, but I think that's the 37th point of
Yes.
Mariano and has the chance to go for 38.
Going to 38 after that pound-for-pound fitness foul-counted play. And look at him, Chester Paul Mariano, signaling his bench na okay pa ako. I don't want to go out. Yeah.
Pero yun ang, I think for Marikina after this game, when they go back to practice, talagang it's just a matter of who's gonna help out Mariano.
Right.
Kasi Mariano is there already with this huge number na kanyang produce in this game. Imagine if there are 2 or 3 more guys that's helping out.
Right. Balik is a good support player, no? After hitting a lot of threes. However, Marikina unable to go back to him. In the meantime, may timeout po ulit tayo. We'll be back.
Liga ng bayan na to,
back to the action. Nearing the last 2 minutes of this final game of the day. And yes, that is our score. 91-72, still a 19-point lead para sa Nueva Ecija, the Generals, over the home team of the Marikina Junior Shoemasters. Now Marikina suffering their second loss, no, in this season 4. What are your takeaways aside from this huge game coming from Chester Paul Mariano?
Well, like I said earlier, talagang as much as napakagaling na napakagandang production itong ginawa ni Mariano right now, hindi niya kakayanin mag-isa.
Of course.
Dadating yung time na yung kalaban, they're gonna send out 2 or 3 guys to help out on Mariano's man to help slow him down or at least limit yung kanyang magiging production. So it's really up to the other guys.
That's right.
Kung paano sila tutulong sa kanilang team.
And Mariano was pulled out of the floor after producing 38 huge points for Marikina. Wow.
What a game for this kid. Talagang alam mo na pwede siyang maging centerpiece talaga ng isang team. And yun nga, katulad ng sabi ko kanina, all the other guys around him just needs to produce and help him out.
3 from Feria, that was offline. Samantala, it was actually a good matchup, no? Cabanyero versus Mariano. Ang difference lang yung support nitong si Cabanyero very solid, next level compared sa nakuhang support naman ni Chester Paul.
Yes, and itong ang pinagkaiba lang ng kanilang style is itong si Mariano, whenever he has that basketball, he's just looking to score.
That's right.
Talagang yun ang main weapon niya, to score. And that's what Marikina needs from him. Habang dito kay Cabanyero, they need an all-around production galing sa kanya. He plays that point guard spot very well. He's involving all his teammates. He's orchestrating, organizing his team.
And when all else fails, siya na yung titira.
Oh, and that's your point guard for you.
That's right. In the meantime, on the line is Miguel Gabriel Pizarro, splitting his charities. Still a 19-point deficit here for Marikina, nearing the 1-minute mark. What a pass. Kaya lang hindi na naman na-convert ani Abubo. 2 ng assist ang utang niya kay Navera.
And I'm sure itong si Navera, pagtas ng game na to, medyo may maririnig.
Oo, may singil yan.
Oo. But then again, that was a nice find para dito kay Navera.
That's
and
right. Twice.
I've been commending this kid ever since I saw what he did the first possession, yung kanyang atake deep in that shaded area, and yung pass and kick out niya sa right corner.
I don't think he was even a starter, no, in this game.
Yes, kasi si Cabanyero ang pinapalitan niya.
Pero nung pagpasok niya, he has produced consistently for his team, not just in scoring but in mostly all aspects of the game. Naka-jumper pa siya doon.
Oh, and bukod sa kanyang numbers, yung overall control niya.
Right.
Whenever itong si Cabanyero lalabas, siya yung nagko-control . Siya yung magde-decide kung tatakbo sila, kung mag-slow down sila.
That's right. And that was a tap out by Inlayo. Why he did it, I don't know why. Because Joshua Kawamoto was actually just trying to dribble it out. Just like what Navera is doing now. And that would be it. Hindi ba? Ayan. Nabitin pa ng konti.
Yes.
But yes, big win here for the Generals of Nueva Ecija over the home team of the Marikina Junior Shoemasters. Our final score is 94-73.
But nonetheless, Marikina played a great game. Just again, the Generals was just too much for Marikina.
And yes, as we take a look at some of the highlights of the second half, and that's just an example of how easy it was para sa the Generals of Nueva Ecija. Uncontested layups.
But again, a lot of positives for Marikina.
There's
Especially
one.
itong si Mariano. You just have to build around this guy, and I think for the next few games, you're gonna be good.
That's right. And of course, don't forget, no, itong si Palik, who also had a good game for the Junior Shoe Masters. Kaya lang yun nga, they were just overwhelmed by the juggernaut that is the Generals of Nueva Ecija. In the meantime, our Don Benito's defensive player of the game is Justin Santos. He had 10 rebounds in this one. Congratulations, Justin Santos of the Generals of Nueva Ecija. You are the Don Benito's defensive player of the game. Samantala, assist champ of the game, brought to you by Milo, is Marikina Vera, also of the Generals. He had 8 huge assists. Could be more. And now we turn you over to Maurice.
With 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Ang ganda naman natin, ang dami ng experience sa mga basketball leagues. So matanong ko lang, every game mo, ano yung lagi mong sigurong motivation or bago ka maglaro, ano laging nasa isip mo?
First of all, motivation ko is God, of course, my family, of course my dad, Nodjan, and yung Gwenikdom ko and Nikolai, kakatapos lang din ng game na earlier. And of course to my mom, Nicodem, Kuya Nick, tapos Cabanero family and Maslog family. Yun ang inspiration ko lagi. And mga coaches ko and mga teammates and sa sponsor na si D Generals and kay Tito Ian po.
Alright, so aside from familiarity, ano pa ang kinakailangan i-improve ng team mo para sa susunod na kamalaro?
Siguro improvement namin, team chemistry kasi yung hindi pa namin masyadong gamay, pero we'll work with it. Tapos ensayo lang lagi and keep going. Yun lang po.
Baka may gusto ka pang pasalamatan o ba din?
Yung mga coaches po, sila Coach Rolly, Coach Martin, Coach JM, Coach Andy, Coach Chris, kay Tito Ian, and D Generals. Yung mga teammates ko, di ko na sila iisa kasi kilala mo sila. Yun lang po.
Alright, thank you so much and congratulations again, Angel Cabanera. Our shots magic. Back to you, gentlemen.
And that is it for our game day, mga kaliga. Do join us again tomorrow over at the Divine Light Academy in Las Piñas City. We're going to have Las Piñas versus Cavite in all 3 divisions, followed by Palawan versus Quezon, and then Antipolo versus Muntinlupa, all in the 14, 16, and 18 under division. On behalf of my partner, Renzo Navarro, the uber industrious production crew of Nudge, this has been Eman Cabiles. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at mabalos.